Dare I say, dare I say that taking everything into account, Man United had the better chances, the best chances in the game, and maybe overall deserved to win that game. Let's have a discussion.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
There are so many different ways where we can break this down, man, because this is definitely a match in which it was an interesting one, and I think in this match there are many elements. There are many elements because we need to have a conversation about Liverpool, about Liverpool's attack. We need to have a conversation about Firmino. We need to have a conversation about Tara. Jamal said I should give him a nickname. I think he's got a new nickname. Let's have a conversation about Tara. In a conversation about Bruno, do we need to give a conversation about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Should we still be referring to him as a PET teacher? Keep it a stack. Should we still be referring to him as a PE teacher? But guys, look, let's just break it down. Let's look at the first half to begin with. I expected, because it's this kind of a game, the magnitude of the game, what is at stake, and Liverpool at Anfield, Liverpool would show their superiority. And I think earlier on you saw Liverpool put the pressure on United. I was like, all right, you know what? United, the defense, the rear guard is going to be shaken down. Guys, I've got to keep it a stack. You see, people don't say, I love football too much to lie. Of course, with United and so forth, I say United are this, they are that, they don't deserve and deserve that. But I love football too much to not be honest. I think Solskjaer needs a dub. I'll keep it a stack. I think Solskjaer needs a freaking dub. Because how many clear-cut chances did Liverpool have in that game? In the whole 90 minutes. How many saves, how many difficult saves did Solskjaer, did De Gea have to make? How many? How many did he have to make? How many clear-cut chances did Liverpool have in that game? So the question we now have to ask ourselves is that, are Liverpool playing badly? Are they out of form? Or do we need to complement Solskjaer's tactics, management, and how well he set up the team? Because I would argue man of the match in that game was Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. Like, he was arguably the man of the match. Scott McTominay. Because he had a quality game. Defensively, midfield, on the ball, bringing the ball out. Because what surprised me was, this is Liverpool at Anfield. And that is the first choice attack. And I'll keep it real with you. What did Mane and Salah really do in this game? What effect did Mane and Salah do in this game? We'll get to Firmino. I'm gonna have a talk about Firmino, but what did they really do in this game? So, but for United, I thought that United defensively dealt with Liverpool pretty well. And I think that how hard did Liverpool make that defense work? How much did United defense ever get pulled out of position? Did they ever get taken out of position? Not much. And you see, my thing is that we all knew, because it was clear what Solskjaer's tactic was. It was very, very clear. Let them come on to us. We're just looking for that breakaway. We're not here for Bruno and people. We're not here to perform well or look good. We're looking for 2-3 passes pop off. 2-3-4 passes pop off. And that's what United were looking for. So for me, I felt that tactically, I think Solskjaer won this game. Because we'll get to the second half where United probably should have won this game and beaten Liverpool. If not for, well, we'll get there. But If you look at the entirety of this game, they won again. So I want to just deal with Liverpool, then I'm going to get to United. So for Liverpool's point of view, you say to yourself that, all right, HH, you're the GOAT analyst. What is missing from Liverpool? What is going wrong? What isn't popping off? I'll keep it real with you. Firmino. One of the worst things that a manager has, one of the things that a manager can do that can hold back a player is their blind faith, blind loyalty, and how much they live and die by their belief in a certain player. We've got to keep it a stack. Firmino is not contributing anything to this team. And I was shocked that, Klopp, you waited until the 84th minute. You waited until the 84th minute before to make a change. Because obviously in Klopp's view is that, look at what happened against Tottenham. Look at how Firmino came in clutch. But you should have looked at this game and said, there was always a chance for this team to say what's up against Tottenham than to say what's up against a much better drilled and more resolute United team who are top of the table. Top of the freaking table. So my thing is, first off, why did it take so long to sub off Firmino? Why did he give a guy who was literally offering nothing, did nothing, had a garbage game? Why did he give him 84 minutes? That's the first thing. Second thing is this, is that it is always that Liverpool need a plan B. Whether you play Salah as a striker, whether you put Firmino in as a number 10, this isn't working. This front three isn't working, and specifically Firmino isn't working. And as Klopp, who is as experienced a manager as he is, you should know that, all right, it's time for a change. It's time to refresh. It's time to revamp. It's time to just flip mode squad. So the fact that you're not seeing that this Firmino is not working. Either you put him in a new position, or you need to bring it by a new striker and change how this front three operates and give Liverpool another way in which they attack, because what worked 2-3 years ago ain't working in 2020, 2021. And as I was looking at that game, the question is, you've got to look at both. That Liverpool needs to refresh. United defensively were awesome. Defensively, United were awesome. But let's not look at United. They had a very clear game plan. Also, before I do with Liverpool, Thiago Alcantara had a superb game. And you're seeing what he's bringing into this team in terms of his passing, his dribbling, the way he was drifting past players, and just his imagination. It's just that nobody else were willing to step up. And I think for Salah and Mane, they were not able to raise their game to the next level, because you were going up against a tough United team. And I was just disappointed that Salah and Mane, you didn't raise your game. For me, it was a very disappointing game from Salah and Mane. But your boy Tara said, what's up? Your boy Tara, and that midfield Liverpool said, what's up? But looking for United right now, a very clear game plan. Absorb, counter. Absorb, counter. Absorb, counter. And my thing about, see, people say that, oh, look at how many times Rashford was offside. Look how many times, look at Bruno. What was he doing? You see, you're looking at things at a micro level. I told you, man. I'm the football analyst coach. I know what Oli was doing. Oli was, no, Rashford continues to get offside. Bruno, yeah, do your thing. We're waiting for that opportunity. Because all we need is one clear opening to steal that goal. The steal is there. Remain compact, and look for that pass. Don't look pretty. Don't dwell on the ball. Don't try and look good. We're here to execute. It doesn't need to look pretty. We're here to execute. Which brings me to the second half. I'll keep it a stack with you guys, man. I'll keep it a stack with you guys, and I'll keep it fully real. Because up until the second half, United didn't, I think they had one shot, and that was through the free kick that Bruno had. Then when Liverpool were see, you could see that Liverpool desperately wanted to win this game. Hence why this is a great result for United and for Man City. This is a superb result for Man City because you see Liverpool, as the second half was wearing on, Liverpool like, no, we have to win this game. This is at Anfield. This is against these guys. Mentally, if we come away from this pitch and these guys are still top of the table, that's not good. That gives them a life. That gives United life and believe that, wait a minute, maybe we can pop off. Because my thing is that, so if City win their games in hand, do they go ahead? Or maybe they go a point behind. I'm not sure about that. So the thing here is that when that second half was popping off, then you were seeing United to come through. And guys, Labille. Actually, no, before Labille, the counter from Rashford, the counter that Rashford had, Rashford, he had two choices. You draw the defender, because remember, it was 2-on-2. It was 2-on-2 Rashford. You draw homeboy, you give a cut, either cut it over to Bruno, or if you're smart, you draw him in, feint like if you're going to shoot, back heel to Pogba is through. Labille, you've got to score. You see, for me, it was the second save that Becker did from the corner that was key because I thought it was an amazing save from Becker. But when I watched it on the replay, Pogba, you have to score. You have to score that. Because it's like, it's right there one, but because see, for Pogba, all he had to do was just put it to either side. Put it to either side of homeboy, you're through. And I'll keep it a stack. If Pogba scores that, United win the game. For me, judging by how that game was going, if Pogba scores that, at that stage of the game, Man United win the game. So for Pogba, and I think when you look at Pogba's reaction, he knew that, oh my gosh, I messed that up. I completely effed that up because that was the opportunity for me to say what's up. So, but then when he now saw that, so there was now a corner that United had, and again Becker came clutch, and I think that is what shows you how key Becker is. If not for Becker, specifically for that chance that came from the corner kick, bro, Liverpool lose this game. And if you look through the entirety of this game, United had the better chances. They had the better chances. How many did De Gea have to make this? Did De Gea have to make any save? One save. De Gea only had to make one save, and it was not that difficult to save, which was the shots from Thiago. But that was, when you look at it, it's a routine save. It was a routine save. De Gea didn't have to make any difficult saves. De Gea was not put in any kind of difficult positions. He was never in a, oh my gosh, I'm in a 1v1 position. And that is a testament to just how good the defense was and how good the double pivots of United were. Because I think what impressed me was just the organization of Man United and just the execution of their game plan. They had a very clear game plan. Lampard, are you listening? Francis, are you listening? You can see there is a very clear game plan here. Because see, you could say, oh my gosh, look, United, they didn't look that impressive. Where are they going? And for me, I was like, okay, where are the goals coming from? But a manager looks at the whole pie. He looks at this through 90 minutes. And I think from all he knew that the more and more that we stay in the game, the better chance that we have of winning. And I think that when we saw how that game was going through, United wanted to win this game. You see, from the first half, you would say, okay, oh no, United are here to come and basically United are only here to come and take a draw. But when you look at it, no, they were here to win this game. But they had a specific strategy of trying to win this game because you can't go to Anfield and just start to attack and be on the ball and push men forward. That isn't smart. The wise thing is you've got to take a few punches. You've got to take a few lumps, give them the ball, sit in deep. But then once the game wasn't and it's 0-0, because see, the longer and longer that game was 0-0, the better chance that United had, because United knew that Liverpool would be eager to get the winning goal because the pressure was on Liverpool to win the game. So as the clock was ticking, Liverpool were like, no, we have to win this game. We've got to push up. We've got to push up. And as much as they push up, that gives United the chance. Hence why you look at all of the transitions United had and the amount of times that they had Liverpool on the back foot. So you've got to give. See, if you're United, you are pissed off. You're pissed off because when Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, when they think about it, like should have won that game. They know United will know that they should have won that game. That game was there. It was there for the taking. And I think that the way that they specifically how well they handled Liverpool, because they knew that, man, we've sorted these guys out. Mane and Salah, we've nullified these guys. Thiago, he's doing his thing, but it's not that much of a threat. Firmino is a complete non-entity. So they totally shut down, and also specifically as well, they didn't allow Trent or Robertson to get in seriously dangerous situations. So United's handling tactically of this game, I think, was superb. You have to give them the freaking dub. You have to give them that freaking dub, man. So guys, remember, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the like button, football crack, like button, subscribe, like button, subscribe. Liverpool, man, guys, Liverpool fans have to be worried because this was the game in which to give Liverpool that spark. It was a game for them to give them that spark because this wasn't a case of like, oh my gosh, you didn't have Matip and so forth. The Henderson in defense thing wasn't really an issue because that was handled well. But for Liverpool, because as I was watching the game, I was like, okay, what is it? What is it that is missing? What is it that's going wrong? Because my question is, are Liverpool playing badly? Or did United just say what's up? But then look at the results. Look at what's it called? Draw against West Brom, draw against Newcastle, lost to Southampton, draw against United. Liverpool are out of form. And they've lost their mojo. And I would have still thought that even at home, Salah and Mane would have done something. Specifically like a Salah, because we know for Salah, given the ball, he can say something. But hence why, because I remember there was a breakaway that Salah had. And I was like, bro, Salah, you've got to pass that ball. And I think because he's been so used to getting his goal by him doing his own thing and carrying the ball himself, I was like, no, I don't need to pass the ball. I don't need to move the ball around. I can still say what's up by myself. But Liverpool have to be worried because this is their fortress. And if ever there was a game to really give them that impetus, it was this game. So moving on now, you see it yourselves that have Liverpool lost that era of invincibility. And you now have to look at Klopp because this is where management comes through. And Klopp has to now go deep into his managerial toolbox and be like, I need a plan B. I need to freshen up the attack. And I think the first thing he's going to do is Firmino is not effective anymore. It's not. Every quality manager knows when it's time to pull the plug. Every quality manager knows when it's time to just freshen things up, refresh things, reset. That front three, Firmino, Mane, Salah, it's not working as it's used to. It's not as consistent as it's used to. So whether you want to employ Origi or you're going to try and find a striker or you're going to change the formation, you've just got to change. Something needs to be changed because the spark, the movement, the chemistry, the cohesiveness, and so forth that you like into this kind of team, it ain't there anymore. It really isn't there anymore, and it's not popping in anymore, man. But Thiago looks good. Thiago looks real good. But there is no point in Thiago doing his thing, playing like that, using the balls and the imagination that he has on the ball if the rest of the team isn't really playing to his level or is not functioning to his level, man. You see, for United, the one mistake that Ole's made, this is the one mistake he made. The one mistake he made was he should have started Cavani. Now, I think it was Kyle or something on Twitter said that Cavani can't play 90 minutes. So, okay, if he can't play 90 minutes, then it makes sense. Then Cavani off the bench does make sense. So okay, all right. If it's true, he can play 90 minutes, all right, that's cool because it is better for him to come off the bench than to start if he can't give you 90. But guys, it was this was a good game. I think it was a good game because of how tight it was. So even if it was 0-0, based on just how it was a back and forth and the kind of tactical chess that both guys was that both teams were playing, it was definitely interesting, man. But United, this is a missed opportunity for United. It is a massively, massively missed opportunity for United, and I think this was really a chance for them to say what's up. It was a massive chance for them it was a massive chance for them to say what's up, and they were unable to do that. And I think that they're going to look back at those opportunities in the second half and be like, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. If only we were able to say what's up. If only we were able to say what's up, man. So guys, remember to like that video and subscribe. Like that video and subscribe. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, like that button, guys, and I'm here to take your questions, guys. So send in those questions, man. Remember, the super chats will be priority, man. So from Whimsical Thoughts, thanks for the dub. Hope, didn't I tell you? If Oli would have been more positive, they could have easily nicked it and gave Liverpool an upset. Lost opportunity. No. This was the perfect game plan by Solskjaer. If they were more positive, Liverpool would have won. Because the key to this game was like not giving Liverpool any chance and being very compact defensively, which meant that they had to sit deep and have bodies back in defense. If they'd been more positive and more attacking and have given Liverpool the space that had been destroyed, Liverpool found it hard to break them down because United were not giving them any space. So it's a pro and con. You sit in deep, it becomes much more complicated when you now have the ball because you don't have guys in front of you. So you need to be smarter on the ball and be able to hold on to the ball better. But the pro of that is that it means that you can handle a tough attacking team better because you've now got more bodies. You can do double teams and you're making the penalty box a lot more congested. So Liverpool found it very hard to say what's up because United were not giving them any space. And when you look at the opportunities that United had, United could have won the game. Like, those are great chances. The Rashford counter-attack and the Pogba chance, those are great chances. So for me, I think it was the perfect game plan by Solskjaer. For the opponent they were playing, it was the perfect game plan. From J.D. Bose, Thiago, man of the match. Yes, I would rule with that. But special shout out to Scott McTominay. Because I think Scott McTominay played a very key, crucial, important role, both defensively and on the ball. But I would give Thiago for me. I think Thiago really Thiago was the best player on the pitch. The best player on the pitch was Thiago. So I'll give you that. From Rambo 3339, Liverpool just hanging on in a title race. Interesting to see who finishes second between them and City. Wow. So Rambo, so you're already saying that these guys are gonna. So pretty much you're already admitting and already saying these guys are actually gonna win the whole thing. So basically, from that you're saying United are going to win the title. I just say chill out and relax. But I just think that this title race has now taken an interesting twist and turn. It's taken a very interesting twist and turn. And I think we just need to sort of just chill. Just chill. Gatlock, if City win their 2 games, they go to 38 points, 1 point ahead of Man United. Boom. Thank you, Gatlock. So there we go. So if United win their games in hand, they go on top. For me, City are in the driving seats right now because they're on form. They found their groove. And for me, if it's between City and United right now, I'm going with City. So for right now, City right now, they're in the driving seats. In the driving seat right now. From Asking Mohammed, thanks for the dub. No, Luke Shaw pocketed Salah, man of the match. I am not giving Luke Shaw man of the match, but Luke Shaw had a very good game, and I think Luke Shaw did a great job on Salah. I think Luke Shaw needs to definitely be given it a dub because Salah was quite in man. If Alisson wasn't there, Liverpool would have lost. So guys, remember, send in questions, man. Send in questions. I'm going to do maybe 10 minutes of questions. 10 minutes of questions. Like the vid, subscribe. Like that vid, subscribe. If Alisson wasn't there, Liverpool would have lost. You see, for me, the Pogba chance, most keepers save it because it was straight at the keeper. The second chance where he dove out, I think it was to Rashford, that was huge. That was huge. See, false nine isn't working anymore. Play a striker. I believe that is right adagement. I think it is time Liverpool. It's time for Liverpool to get a striker, because see, now here's the thing: in this kind of game, the false nine is useless. The false nine is effective when you have space against a very defensive team that is giving you no space and is employing the tactic very well. You have to have crosses, and you have to have a target man who can hold the ball up. Firmino isn't a target man. He can't hold the ball up. He isn't great in the air. So in this game, specifically how United were playing, he was totally useless, man. Says Man United will win the Premier League this season because better teams than Liverpool and Manchester City this season. No. United, I think as of right now, based on form, performance, and how they're playing, City are the most informed team. They're the most informed team. And if Liverpool don't get their acts together, I think this is City's chance, man. From your boy Zahin. Now that these players have shown they have balls and talent, a top manager can take this team to the top. Not so easy like that. For me, I think before we even talk about a top manager and so forth, I think that we need to just appreciate the job that Solskjaer has done. Based on talent and these players, I don't think that these players as a whole, based on the talent that they have, are on the same level as a Bayern Munich, a PSG, a Juve, or so forth. So I think before you say, oh, look at what another manager can do, give Ole the dub, man. Give Ole the freaking dub. From Asking Mohammed, thanks for the dub. Bruno had a stinker. Pogba should have played central instead of being wasted out wide. How do you set up this United team? See, that is interesting. You see, for me, Bruno didn't have a great game, but I understand what Ole wanted to do from him. But I think that he wasted a lot of opportunities on the ball. I do feel and believe that if Pogba was given that central role, specifically the number 10 role, because again, there were a lot of positions in which all he needed was a good quality pass, and Bruno failed to execute that, or he lost the ball. See, it's tricky. It is tricky. Because I almost want to say that maybe you give Pogba like a free role. But looking at that whole thing, Pogba was stuck out wide, either on the right or on the left, which I think is stupid. I think Pogba, you know what? Pogba should be given a free role. He should be given a free role, and I think that is where he'll be able to do the most damage. So just play Bruno further into the midfield and just allow Pogba just to roam and interpret the positions. Shoving Pogba in a rigid wide position, you're not going to get the best out of him, bro. It's just not going to happen. The referee just blew the halftime whistle 6 seconds ahead of time, just before Mane was through on goal. Yeah, no, look, that was wild. As I said again, that because someone showed me the image of that, and I was like, how do you do that? That's just wild. So yeah, like, I have no idea why that happened, bro. I have no idea how that happened. That was just completely and totally wild. Okay, let's just see. Because I saw the image and like literally there were 6 seconds left. I was like, wait, how can you blow the whistle with 6 seconds left when there's a freaking through ball? So I love Bruno, but if he gives the ball away like that again, take him off at 60 minutes. Yeah, it's like, for me, I think for Solskjaer, he gives the ball away so many times, wastes so many opportunities, but he ends up getting clutch. He ends up being clutch, or he ends up producing a goal, or he ends up producing an assist. So because he ends up producing an assist or so forth, you have to give him that freaking dub, man. Yeah, but no, but that referee thing was weird though, because it's like normally they would, if anything, they blew the whistle like maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds after the allotted time. Hardly ever do they do it like before the allotted time, man. Um, so, but yeah, man. Look, and I said again, I mean, this was really about a missed opportunity for Man United. This was a game that I think United had in the bag, but they didn't execute, man. Oh wow! So Liverpool haven't scored a goal in 6 games. Um, Bruno's job was to transition instantly as he loses the ball against lesser teams. He isn't wasteful. Is this match? Um, yeah. You see, I think that's the whole thing. Is like when you play in a way in which because again I knew what Solskjaer wanted him to do and I knew what his function was, which is that get the ball released, get the ball released, get the ball released, and you're going to lose the ball a few times, but it's a numbers game. All you need is for that one of those things to say what's up once, and that could lead to a goal. So if you make 50 mistakes but do one thing right that leads to a goal, I'm happy and I can live with your 50 mistakes. From Asking Mohammed, would you swap Lampard for Ole? Yes, I would. Yeah, I would because Ole is a more experienced manager. So like Lampard doesn't have a clue what he's doing. I wouldn't get to Ole. He's not a guy that would be the first guy that I would jump out for. But if it's between Lampard and Ole, oh yeah, I would definitely take Ole over Lampard for sure. So, 3 games with no goals. HH Bruno is a slightly better version of Coutinho, low IQ footballer, hit and hope passes and shots. I said, look, for me, I said again, Bruno isn't the most pleasing on the eye. He isn't the most technically gifted player, so it is what it is. But I just think that he has his function in the team. I said again, he's not the greatest player out there, but I just think he's effective for what United are trying to do. I mean, Pogba, technically speaking, is a far better player. He's a far better player. But if a guy is functioning well and doing well for your side, then you've got to say, "What's up, man?" So that's my thing, man. I say, look, man, you had you see. For Liverpool fans, you almost say to yourself that how worried are you now? And how much faith do you have in Klopp realizing that Liverpool are not playing well and a drastic change is needed? That's the thing. That do Liverpool fans now realize, okay, we need a drastic change right now and we need something to sort of completely revamp and revitalize this team, because they need some refreshing. And for United, look, man, I still don't see United winning this title, but they've put themselves in a good position, and I think the teamwork and team ethos around the team is very strong, though. It is very strong. So look, guys. So look, man, that is it from your boy, man. I said again, well done to your boys. For United, I mean, I think it was a very good performance by United. And I think that for United fans, it's like, damn. Because if United had won that game, which they should have, we'd be having a very different post-match. And for Liverpool, I think it's just a case of where they need to really... Firmino ain't working, guys. Firmino, your boy Firmino just ain't working. And I think that Firmino needs to be... Guys, I'll keep it real. Firmino probably needs a classy appointment. He probably needs a classy appointment. I think if a stint in the Brick Academy may really help him, because right now he's doing nothing. He's literally doing nothing to contribute to Homeboys, man. So, guys, man, I will see you guys later tonight, Sunday, for the hangout. For the hangout tonight, same where we can talk about this much more in detail. And yeah, like the vid, subscribe, and I'll see you another one, man. Ole, the PE teacher, saying what's up. My boy Thiago Alcantara, balling as well. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.